Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful and inspiring day, and thank you so much for joining me for another art video. Today I'm going to be sharing my watercolor painting process for another Christmas inspired piece, and this piece I actually created to add into the December calendar that I'm going to be sending out to my email subscribers in a few days. Each and every month I send them a new calendar featuring a watercolor painting or illustration of mine, just as a thank you for being part of one of my innermost communities. If you're interested in becoming an art email insider of mine, do make sure to check out the link that I'm going to be leaving down below in the description box so that you can also receive personal messages from me that I don't share anywhere else, as well as opportunities for giveaways, freebies, and news about what I'm working on behind the scenes, tons of helpful art resources, and inspiration sent straight to your inbox. Alright, so in terms of my process, I am doing pretty much what I always do when I'm working with watercolor, and it's working from lightest and most translucent colors and progressing towards darker and more saturated as I go. And this of course means that the paint mixtures that I use in the beginning have a lot more water in them, and they have more paint in them and less water as I progress forward. Another thing I always do is I make sure to protect my highlights. As you can see in this piece, I am working with masking fluid, which is a tool that I don't always use. But even with the masking fluid on my paper, I always tend to save other white spaces. At the end, I want to make sure that my painting has highlights, very light lights, a wide range of midtones, and very dark darks. Because I know that it's this variation in terms of transparencies and values of different colors that's really going to make my painting pop. By creating that variation in transparencies and also playing with the whiteness and the beauty of your watercolor paper underneath, you're also really going to be able to enhance that glowy quality that watercolor allows. All this said, as I've shared in past watercolor videos, I always take at least 5 minutes to plan the different colors that I'm going to be using for this specific piece on hand and how I'm going to create my different color mixtures that I'm going to be needing. By doing this, I am really helping myself with not creating mud with my color mixtures throughout the painting process, and I'm also ensuring that my painting is going to look nice and cohesive at the end. When I was first getting started with watercolor, I didn't plan my colors, and I went through my entire painting process just randomly picking colors throughout. And I not only ended up creating mud on my color mixing palette, but I also ended up with paintings that look very incohesive and like the different colors just didn't belong together. I was using way too many different colors and really didn't pay attention to the color wheel at all, which is such an important thing to start learning about. I'm going to make sure to leave links to a couple of different watercolor videos in which I explain more about my process and how I choose colors down below for you in the description box in case you're interested in checking them out. I've also shared past videos on the way that I use masking fluid. I usually work until my painting is around 70% complete or so, and then I allow everything to dry completely. I very carefully remove my masking fluid and I continue working. At that point, I like softening out harsh lines or stark looking shapes left behind by my masking fluid, and I move forward developing darker values if needed, adding further washes of color, etc. To create this piece, I used my Arches 140-pound hot press watercolor paper. I used my St. Petersburg White Nights paint set and my Royal and Langnickel Zen line brushes, 2 rounds in sizes 8 and 6, as well as one 1-inch flat brush. Alright you guys, I'm gonna leave you to enjoy the rest of this time lapse, but first I'd like to send out a huge welcome to everyone who's new here, just visiting for the very first time. Welcome, I am super happy you found me. Do consider subscribing because every single week I share new videos with art tips, drawing and painting tutorials, and encouragement for aspiring artists. Happy Thanksgiving everyone, have an amazing time with your loved ones, and enjoy. That is it for today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it inspired you to go and do some Christmas-inspired artwork for yourself. If you did enjoy it, please, please, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps my channel get in front of more people. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below in the comments section. I always love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and see you soon for another video.